everybody. Welcome back to episode 96 on the Saturday night. How's it going?
It's going great.
Excellent. Good answer.
I didn't know who you were talking to.
We're going to keep it short tonight since it's Easter weekend, and if you're celebrating Easter or just relaxing with your family, we're going to keep this episode short.
We don't want to disrespect your time.
Exactly.
Is that the how they always, when people have work meetings, they're always like, we want to respect your time.
We want to give you your time back.
We give you your time back. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Passover.
Happy Passover.
I was just thinking about this, that we're kind of laying low this weekend. We haven't been vaccinated yet. We were talking about that the other night.
Mm-hmm.
We're still working on that. But I was thinking about this. I got something in my eye. This is crazy. I do. So what are you going to do? A number of my siblings, because they have been vaccinated, are having little get-togethers with their families. And I was kind of thinking about how, not to minimize the pandemic that's still afoot, if that makes any sense, still going around. But this may be, we may be getting to the point where we're facing kind of like the last few sort of major family type holidays that are still going to be affected by this. So,
yes.
Tomorrow's Easter, tomorrow's the last day of Passover. I looked this up. Orthodox Easter is May 2nd, so that's still a little ways away. But a lot of times, it's the religious holidays that bring, where families have big get-togethers. Of course, Mother's Day is not specifically a religious holiday, but Mother's Day is coming up in May. That may still be affected by it, but, as more and more people get vaccinated, more and more families can actually get together for events.
Yeah.
And so at the very least, we may be getting near the point where we can start having normal family get-togethers, at least for things. So, it's some reason for optimism.
Definitely. It's, in years past, it's always been, especially for around holidays, just running from place to place. And then,
so maybe it's better this way.
Yeah. When our kids were smaller, it'd be the whole, finding their Easter basket and then, running to church and then going to my family, going to your family, like all in one day. So that was like a marathon kind of thing back in the day.
Or then it would get split up over a few days.
Mm-hmm.
So there would be, not for Easter necessarily, because that's difficult to split up, but there would be, we get to do one thing on Christmas and then a few days later we'd go to somebody else's house or whatever. It could be a lot, so maybe the pandemic is the best possible thing.
Yes, we're going to be just relaxing.
This will be our excuse next year at the holidays. Sorry, we're still in lockdown.
Yeah, we're still taking it easy. So, but we, I think, had a great day. We did, because our oldest has been away for a month, staying at her partner's house, and so came back to do laundry. As
right.
They do.
As one does.
And so David, myself, our daughter Emma, and Mark talked in our living room for hours today. So
that's true.
That was I just love that, because it's just like such a,
that's true.
Even though when they were home, all three of them were home, they're adults. They don't want to hang out with us so much, kind of thing. And a lot of times they like spending time in their room, which I would have done the same thing. I did the same thing when I was their age.
You're gonna do When I'm Alone in My Room?
Oh yeah, When I'm Alone and Removed. Sometimes I know the words to that song.
I'm disappointed that you didn't just break out when it,
oh my God, now I'm trying to think of who sang that. When I'm Alone and Removed.
It wasn't Sugar Hill Gang.
No.
Was it LL Cool J?
It was LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I know the words to that song because I worked at a department store that was, and it wasn't even a department store, a clothing store that was really low end. When I was like 19, I was 18, 19, and
it was LL Cool J.
On the speakers they had LL, the music they had LL Cool J, and
the music of the day.
All my coworkers knew every word to it, so I memorized all the words to it, and then it never played again.
I'm just scrolling down. I found the video with the words, and I'm trying to see a copyright. I don't see what year it came out.
It's got to be like 88 or something
no,
like that. 87.
Well, oh boy. All right. Well, we'll have to.
Yeah. When I'm alone in a room, sometimes I. Yeah. Stare
Here,
at the
I'll
wall.
move this over. I'll move this over so you can see the lyrics. Knock yourself out.
Yes. Yes, I totally. Yeah.
That's not our theme tonight, though.
It isn't.
It's not hip hop. Not there's anything wrong with hip hop.
Yeah. It's called. What's the name of the song?
The song is actually called "I Need Love,"
I Need Love.
which
Okay.
I guess I actually didn't remember.
I don't remember
that
that's
was
the name of the song either.
Yeah, LL Cool J. And you know why he's called LL Cool J?
Because the ladies love.
Ladies love Cool James.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure they do.
So it's just a nice day. I mean, you don't get an opportunity like for your kids to actually want to hang out and talk with you for hours. So, that was quite delightful, and I loved it. And Claire, we missed you. So if you're watching this,
But
we
talked to Claire today.
We did. We talked to Claire today and caught up on her week. She had her first vaccine on Wednesday. Her reaction was it only hurt her arm, like afterwards, just sore. But other than that, she was fine.
And she did have a fever.
Yes.
But that's good though, because that when you have that kind of a reaction, that's one sign that the vaccine is working.
That is true.
So anyway, what we were saying early on, not that we didn't have a lovely day, but it will be nice to be able to get back to coming up with other excuses to avoid seeing our family rather than the pandemic.
Yes.
We'll have to, now of course we'll be like Jerry Seinfeld, we'll have to have a whole list, like
right.
how he's trying to avoid his friend Hornet. Pardon me. But it will be nice to come up with some other excuse other than the pandemic to avoid our family. No.
Just kidding.
And, just following up on that. So we've got Easter, Passover, we got Orthodox Easter, Mother's Day. I'm sure there's other things in there. But by the time you get to Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, at least the weather, normally lets you do things outdoors. So, there is a sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, I think.
I think so too.
I'm pretty skeptical and pessimistic in general. It's my general worldview. But I think that we're getting somewhere.
And I'm the opposite.
Which is why we get along so well.
It's, opposites attract.
Yeah. So anyway.
As I was saying.
As I was saying. I do think that there's here's the thing, I guess I would say, because I am pessimistic by nature, I would say that it is possible that the pandemic itself will linger on for a bit. There's these other varieties or variations on the virus that have come up in the last few weeks or months. There could be similar strains in other years, but developing the vaccine now, and it's been, a scientific miracle.
Oh, definitely.
To develop a vaccine as quickly as, or, multiple vaccines as quickly as they have. But, I think we will be in a much better position to handle it, even if these variations, cause a little bit of a surge here and there, or if there's, if there's a COVID 2021 that crops up at the end of this year, like COVID-19 did at the end of 2019, we'll be better prepared to deal with it. I think we learned a lot of important lessons. And so, I am optimistic about that.
Me too.
Despite my nature, I do think it makes a difference. And I do think, it's kind of nice that people are going to be, at least, start to get family gatherings back together.
Yes.
Although, again, I don't want to go to family gatherings, but that's just me. I'm joking.
So we're just going to take it easy tomorrow and just enjoy the rest of the weekend. And we're going to get warmer weather next week, so it's going to be really warm.
We didn't get a spiral ham, though.
We did not get a spiral ham.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and I did not make scalloped potatoes.
And the thing that I didn't like as a kid about Easter, I like candy. And I like ham. Mm-hmm. But the thing I didn't like about Easter, we were talking about this earlier, was the hours and hours and hours we'd end up spending in church. Palm Sunday was a long, drawn-out thing, and then the Holy Thursday, and then, although in the Catholic tradition, they did not have masses on Good Friday, but people would go and just like pray or do the Stations of the Cross, that kind of thing. And then the worst, the worst was the Easter Vigil. My family, we hardly ever did that. In fact, I don't ever recall going as a kid. I've gone as an adult, and it's a very, very drawn out thing. And I'm
It's like
sure.
a 2 hour.
Oh yeah, because it's not, it's not a traditional mass, because the idea in the Catholic tradition was after Jesus dies, close up the tomb, and then Easter morning they discover the tomb is open and Jesus has been resurrected, right? So the idea was you close up the church on Friday, like 3 p.m., and then, Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, that represented the resurrection. But they would do this big Easter vigil on Holy Saturday, and it went on for hours. For hours, and the priests would wash people's feet to, mimic, Jesus washing Mary Magdalene's feet and all that sort of thing. And do I have that right?
I think so.
I think so. No one's paying attention to this anymore. It's a holiday weekend. No one's paying attention. And then even Easter Mass was very long and drawn out. I just wasn't a good I wasn't a good church person. I was too easily bored.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then some other time we'll have to talk about the guitar masses that were popular in the 70s.
Yes.
That's a topic for an entirely different thing.
But I was also thinking about when we were little, my parents would hide our Easter baskets. That would be a huge thing, finding your Easter baskets.
There was a year that they forgot my Easter basket.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's a true story. Looked all over the house, and then they realized that is so sad. My brothers and sisters had theirs, and I didn't have mine.
How old were you?
Well, I wasn't. I might have even been. I mean, we did this even when we were in high school. We obviously knew that, whatever.
Oh my God, I don't think I knew that story.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. We don't curse on this show.
Yeah.
But I have some words.
You've never forgotten it. But I remember probably 8th grade was probably the last time my parents hid our baskets. And then freshman year in high school, they were just out on the table, when we came down, and we're just what is that? Those are baskets. And it's well, are you going to hide them or not? Kind of thing. And then they're I thought you didn't want to do that anymore. And we're no, we want you to do that. So they ended up doing it for several more years. I
don't remember when they stopped, but anyway.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
And I had the biggest, we had all these old Easter baskets around the house that, that had just accumulated over the years because there were a lot of us kids, and I had the biggest one. But they didn't put anything more in mine. But my siblings never failed to point out that I had the biggest Easter basket.
Even though it was the same amount of stuff in it.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, my mother could cut a cake in 13 equal pieces.
Yes, she could.
13.
Yes. She
did it every time. So trust me, there was not a jelly bean out of place. But anyway.
I digress.
But I digress.
Now I need to get you an Easter basket or something.
It's not too late. Stores are still open.
I'm gonna run to Walgreens. I'll be right back. So anyway, if you're either home alone with family, with friends, still separated with family in Zoom Easter, we hope that you guys have a great day tomorrow and just enjoy the day.
Yep.
So we will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.